Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of the search here. Last we played, we just did a little bit more of the abandoned production, and as I mentioned before, I was going to do only very minimal grinding here just to show off and get a hold of a couple of the last schematics of someone that, to my knowledge, as of making this, only shows up in one spot on the game. As you can see here, we got a little bit of tech scrap that I have yet to bank from it, and here are the parts that we got. Again, I had shown you in part 2 where he is. All you'd have to do is just keep going, running back over to him. All that, I haven't even turned in all of them yet. His headgear and his leg, and here is all the parts. The leg, the head, chest, and the arm. We already got the arm in the second part, which came with the weapon of the game, or of his character. And if we wanted to read up on some lore, you can see that it's like a little bit of a highly experimental little tool here, as well as all the parts. Let's actually check to see. We can't yet because we don't have the parts built yet. Just to help out on that front, we're going to just build parts here. If we can. Can't build the chest yet. Can't build the arms yet, or legs yet either, but that's so fine. So, as we're going to go ahead and start seeing here with the headpieces, some of the headpieces as we start more unlocking them. We got 3 different ones here. Stability, like I said, it's kind of like poise in Dark Souls. Higher stability means you are less likely to be knocked out of your attack. You can just kind of shrug it off as you keep doing your attack. Core power consumption, how much core power it uses. Energy consumption, drone, which is something we'll figure out later. Damage to armored and damage to unarmored. Some of your gear pieces, like the head pieces here. Yeah, but it's the head pieces, just to make sure. Affect how much damage you do to different parts of the body. So if you are struggling with all the armored pieces, which is understandable, why don't you equip some pieces of gear that give you a bonus to armored parts of the body? It makes you do more damage to them, perhaps it kills them. But you'll start struggling in unarmored. I do believe there might be 1 or 2 that do a bonus to both, but they are... the game does have a obvious bias. It's better for you to specialize than never at all. And if there isn't any armor pieces that do have both, I mean, obviously there's the reason you should be specializing and finding your own way about it. But as we can see here, the Rhino, if we equipped it, it has higher stability, so we would hardly get knocked out of our deal. It has more power consumption, has more defense than our Link's headgear by another 1, but it makes us use up energy when we use the drone a lot more. We do less damage to armored, we do more damage to unarmored, so we would be better hitting unarmored limbs and whatnot. And the angel here, as you can see here, they've got some lore about how somebody in one of Creo's Japanese subsidiaries helped make this. So, if you want to read it, here you go. The wiki also has should have the lore for it and stuff. And just to make sure, focused. Just double checking to see if the armor pieces. That doesn't, but I'd figured they might have had a little different piece of lore for each of the armor pieces, but if they don't, it's fine. But I will still try to do my best to show each of the armored pieces once we unlock all of them. I'd say to make sure to do that, let's do Lynx's here. All of this. As you see here, also the chest does some core power consumption, but the chest seems to mess with stamina consumption, while the head is bonuses for armor. Arms are helping us deal some more impact damage and increasing our swing speed. Legs are for more stamina consumption while we're running and pressing our dodge button. So if you want to be a lot more dodging, focus on your legs. Arms are for your swing speed and how hard your character hits. Chest is for reducing overall stamina consumption, and head is for your bonuses for damage. And then your weapon. Here's the lore on the chest. The lore on the arms for the Lynx set. And the lore on the legs. And just to show that again, because I did click off a little quicker. But we got a ways to go.
Come back anytime.
We noticed about a little tram. So let's go to that tram. Check it out. As I mentioned before, it goes to the factory. So let's go and check out the factory. All we're missing now for the Rhino set is the chest, which is pretty nice. Excuse me. Seem to have a little bit of hiccups today, which I'll be already apologizing for.
Next stop, Central Production B. Personnel arrival.
Bit jarring, but okay. I thought there was a little bit of a thing where he walked out of the train, but he did not. Okay.
Jonah Gutenberg, founder of Creo. That was an amazing experience. I mean, you already know that Creo is not just another company. Our founder, Jonah Gutenberg, has a vision of a better world. We've all seen what has happened during our lifetime. This is not the future we were promised. Jonah saw the world deteriorate before his eyes. It was not just the social, economic problems, the divide between the haves and the have-nots. No, it was bigger. Crops were failing, sea levels rising, droughts, floods, storms. Our world was dying. Project Resolve is designed not as a band-aid, but as a cure. With every launch, the integrity of our atmosphere is being strengthened. Every rocket's payload, our world is being reseeded for future generations. Jonah used his considerable influence to bring together world leaders and corporations to create the Kyoto Accord. No longer could the environmental changes be ignored. Many even deemed it too late. But Jonah had an idea, and using his company's extensive resources, he'd already prototyped what would become Project Resolve. And that's why you're here, to make a difference. That's why Creo's here. That's why we're all here, to make a dream reality. Not just for us, but for our children, and for our children's children. believe it or not, but I just had the incredible honor of meeting Jonah Gutenberg, founder of Creo. That was an amazing experience. I mean, you already know that Creo is not just another company. Our founder,
Well, as you see there, there's going to be
all seen what has
these
happened
little TV
during our
screens.
lifetime. This is not the future.
They do play on repeat, the same little thing over and over. I will try my best to show them once for the first time, but after that first time, I will start talking over them, running past them, as they are, a couple of them are in a little bit of key spots, so, yeah.
Connection failure. Rerouting. Manual link established. Welcome to main production. Worker number. Database error. Let me show you around. Now, how may I help you? Let me show you around. Around.
Seems you've got a screw loose somewhere.
Thanks for your concern. Error. No loose screws found.
Right. So, where is everybody?
Unable to initiate link to CreoNet. No data available.
Fabulous. Then where's operations?
Information unavailable.
Bottom button apparently
Time
doesn't
to get to
play.
work. Let me show you the way. Terms of use and license agreement. How may I be of service? Provided by Creo. I'd like to help. I'd like to help. I'd like to... Please, hold the line.
Yep, the one button. Number one on my keyboard. But yes, we have acquired our companion drone. He automatically comes with the focused infra blaster. Projectile deals a little bit of damage. Can be still used without energy, but it does hardly any damage if it does. And I'll show a little bit off. As you can see there on our energy bar, we have a button, or not a button, but the little bar that shows where the energy is used up from the drone. An old drone power circuit. As we can see here, there's going to be a lot of different implants, and as we also see here, there is Mark 1s, 2s, and 3s, and there's all the way up to 4, and I believe in the normal game here, until New Game Plus, possibly. Again, it's been a while, so I will probably have some of my information wrong. But as we can see here, this one we just got, it's a hot swap. Drones use up 4 of our core power, increases the damage of the drone's attacks by 50%. Pretty little neat. You can help buff up your drone. I personally will say though, I never really use the drone a whole lot past using it to open certain doors that we need to. As I know there's this one singular man down here. He is our last, to my knowledge, Lynx guy running around here. He has hardly any more buddies around here like him. It is good to know. Activating our drone while it's not locked onto an entity will charge our drone module if we have enough energy. Activating a charged drone module will, I guess, use its thing.
Welcome. This unit is currently running on emergency power. Services are limited at the moment. We apologize for any inconvenience.
So let's go ahead and bank all this scrap up. Level up a little bit. Can't use the gear assembly yet, so we'll just focus on leveling up. Can't yet because we have no more. Let's see. Yes, we can. We're going to switch out our Mark 1 here for the Mark 3. Whole extra 3 health. But, you know, as you can see, like we've already mentioned, it's going to scale, so does the Mark 3. There's a lot more scaling to do. Can't do much yet here, so
Please remember, say happy to help.
see about where we can do anything about this power. Had something immediately good to know.
Power system activated. Sector initializing. Sector online. Shouldn't you be at your designated work site?
So we see
Hello?
here we've
Anyone there? Are you receiving?
returned the
Please
power on.
contact me if you can.
Yes, I know, I hear you. I'm trying to be nice and explain things for people who might have accidentally missed out on things. Go ahead and show this here, our little infrared blaster on our drone. There is a couple different ones. I do believe there's even one that makes the drone just swing out at somebody that you're aimed at. And I do believe this is our first heavy duty, yes. Obviously heavy duty is going to be like hammer-like things and stuff like that. Difference being that it's not a staff. And staffs are decently good, but for the time being, like I said, we're going to keep using this heavy duty, swings slower at the cost of, or it hits harder at the cost of swinging slower. As you see here, higher impact, lower attack speed. This one doesn't have very good proficiency scaling with more heavy duty, but it has a lot of energy gain. We're gonna keep it to our little vibro cutter here. Contact this woman that is trying to get a hold of us and help.
Warren, I was starting to worry. I'm glad you're okay.
Will you finally tell me who you are?
Sally. I'm Sally, medical staff assigned to the Executive Forum. I'm isolated up here. Stuck, to be exact. Just trying my best to figure out how I can help.
What the hell's going on here?
There was some kind of incident, that's all I know. Hardly anything is working and your area is in lockdown. I'm trapped up in the Executive Forum. There's loads of distress beacons, but you're the only person I've managed to contact. We have to do something.
Fine. Hope this qualifies for hazard pay.
Okay then. We need to find out what happened, and we won't if we just stay here. We're in this together, and like it or not, we're on our own. At least for the time being.
You tried calling for help?
The system's locked down. There's no way I know to contact anybody outside, and it seems most comms are out apart from the ops.
I better get going.
Be careful out there.
Awesome. As we saw there, a lot of stuff's going bad. It wasn't just us, it was a lot of other things happening around. Going ahead and upgrading some of these things to Mark 1. We have some mail as well.
She said I should get to the executive level, that it's safe there. Security forces have it locked down, but it's the getting there that's the problem. She said things will soon be under control, and they've asked for external aid. It tells you how serious things have gotten if they've called for outside help. But you know what? It's fine. If they've got everything under control, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for them. It's terrifying enough listening to the noises, let alone being out there. I'm safe here.
That is how hard that guy hits. In 2 hits, he's already almost killed us. We will be resetting after we get his chest piece, but I'm trying to go ahead and get it out of the way now. We now got the Rhino gear.
Shouldn't you be at your designated work site?
We should, but we are trying to go ahead and show all the minimal grinding that we
Look
can.
out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
That's the damage with it charged up. And we're going to show damage without it being charged up. 11 damage to 1 damage per shot. It's kind of a pea shooter if you don't use it with any of the energy. As we can see here, there are some security forces here. I know already that these guys are actually very hostile to us. They do act human, but they do not want us in there. You can fight them and you can get their gear. The problem being is that they are very, very hurt. Not really a sentence, but they do hurt a lot. There is this secret little thing here. I'm going to be trying to do my best to also show us being very helpful.
Over here! Please, my rig's out of juice. I'm a fucking statue. Can't move a thing. Can you power it up and jumpstart me?
We're not going to press that terminal yet because he's going to talk.
Oh, damn. Thank you. Been sitting here so long, my ass is numb. Can't count how many times I've had to play dead out here. Nearly pissed my pants a couple of times. I'm Hobbs, Dean Hobbs. No one calls me Dean, so, you know, Hobbs is fine.
What are you doing down here?
Well, just being me. I mean, I'm maintenance. I should have left this stuff to security. But I thought, hey, Hobbs, let's find out what's going on here. Stupid, man, just stupid. Wanted to check the failsafe consoles, see what they recorded. Got separated from my crew, but I thought, Hobbs, don't give up now. You can make it. And that's when my rig gave out.
Guess you've got no idea what's going on around here.
Shit, man, I don't know nothing. Felt like my brain was an egg on a griddle and then the yolk popped. Woke up, head ringing like crazy. Everything had just gone to hell. What I've seen since then. Man, you wouldn't believe it.
What's the deal with these failsafe consoles?
Well, Creo's got a few around the factory to monitor problems and record them. There's sure to be some crazy stuff on them with all that's going down. And check them out if you want, but my adventuring days are done.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna get my ass out of here before it gets mashed like a bug in a windshield. Think I'll head up to Ops. Should be all right there.
So long, Hobbs.
Stay safe, man. Stay safe.
As you can see there, he has dropped something pretty important. Something happened, and apparently everyone's chips that went into our head, just as we've seen in the beginning scene, just all the chips in everyone's heads decided to just pop, and everyone's going crazy, murdering people and whatnot. He will, like he mentioned, go to our operations center. Once we go back there after some time and to go into the medical thing, or probably the gear assembly, he will show up and we will be able to talk to him again.
Failsafe protocol active. Log mark 96 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Automatic system-wide reboot begun. Data loss analysis. Most Creo systems damaged. 27% of data storage and processing systems report complete data and record loss, with low chance of recovery. Local non-networked power supplies remain operational. Recovery protocols at damaged data sectors attempting temporary repair using analogous systems. Collateral loss of workforce is rated as extreme. Overall work output efficiency remains severely impaired, with all functioning personnel-related systems reporting significant neurological deviation and physical...
How much time has passed? Minutes? Hours? Days? This place is falling apart. I'm falling apart. I was told it wouldn't hurt, that the whole thing would be over in just a couple of minutes. But the pain when it started... I was awake. It cut open my flesh, pierced into my bones. I can still hear them feel them, and I screamed. Screamed until there was no air left in my lungs. But it didn't stop. It didn't stop.
Sorry, I accidentally skipped that last little bit. Let's see if it gives us... Gold ticket, Creo not net.
Failsafe protocol
We'll replay it
active.
real quick here.
Log
See if
mark
we can...
96 hours, 0 minutes.
Help! Please!
Davey wants to skip it out anyways. We'll take the hints.
Help! Please! Anyone there? Can anybody hear me?
I'll take the hint. We
I'm
won't
locked in
do
here.
that.
Please, come on, help me!
Just a fucking minute, man.
Damn. Thanks, man. I thought I was stuck in here for good. Come on. Say something. I appreciate it, really. Thought I was gonna starve in here. Don't know how much longer I would have lasted.
So tell me, what's your story?
Name's Davey, man. I work on the shell production line. Ran in here when those freaks started showing up. Didn't realize for hours the door was busted and I was stuck. Don't even know how long I've been in here.
You know what's going on around here?
You mean all this crap? No idea, man. Way above my pay grade. Something hit the system hard, that's for sure. Melted my damn neural link. It was like I was tripping in someone else's head. Thoughts, memories, just not my own. Some weird shit going down, that's all I know.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Dunno, man. Not staying out here, that's for damn sure. Maybe ops? Should be safe, right?
So long.
Later.
Have another man to go to ops, I see. I do not want to drop back there in case I get stuck behind Davey here, because I almost immediately wanted to. Let's head back to ops then, from the sounds of things. We'll work our way back to it.
It's almost high noon, cowboy! Saddle up your horse, polish the old six-shooter, and wet your whistle with a swig of moonshine. And join us over yonder to deliver some swift frontier riders justice. What are you waiting for? Our peril chamber will be your new home on the testing range. Giddy up!
That is one of the other DLC area stuff, which we'll go inside real quick.
Already here, City Slicker? Didn't think you'd make it this fast.
Yeah, it's going to skip a little bit of slides.
Testing. Testing. Can anyone hear me? Oh, sorry about that. Didn't see you moseying around there. I'm the supervisor, by the way, but you can call me Mr. Supervisor. We need a new marshal, you see. Someone who can save this wasteland in its hour of need. Oh, and don't worry about living up to my expectations. I'll make sure you get a first-class hanging either way.
This is one of the DLC contexts I have mentioned before. If we do any sort of grinding, but I still want to show off a little bit of what we did, this is where I'll come to show it. I'll try to do some of the playthroughs of some of the things, but once you've done, I believe, like several of these, could look at it again real quick. See here the Cowpoke Guide. Each episode allows you to enter a constructed frontier area, testing chamber complex, surviving 2 rooms, and defeating the challenger completes the episode. Completing an episode rewards tech scrap and implants. Always remember, if you die before finishing, the loot you earn will be lost. Now, real quick, as we can see here, there's a lot of stuff here. I'll try to be quick about it. There's 4 by 4, so 4, 8, 16, 24, or 20, I'm sorry. My math is struggling a little bit today. There is all these different things here. Now, you, if we were to play through this, and I'll probably try to do a quick explanation again once we do, there is going to be what you need to do to unlock the modifier. See here for Energy Dynamo, we need to beat the first episode. Same goes for Vintage, same goes for Short Fuse, same goes for Poltergeist. Then Arms Race just says we need to finish 1 episode of it. Danger Close is 20 enemies in 1 run. We need to defeat. Flee a stage like a Yellow Belly to unlock this modifier. So, as it did mention, you go through 2 stages. After the second stage, before you go fight the challenger, which you can see who your challenger is here, and like, if we can try to check the next episode, there are those 3 challengers: the wolf, the desperado looking guy, and the Undertaker. Before we go to fight them, we can choose to run off. If we do that, we get to keep all the scrap and whatever stuff we picked up from the enemies up to that point with us. But if we go and defeat the challenger, we get to get all that stuff plus whatever reward will be here, as well as what is shown here. As we see, we'd get some components, some tech scrap, some version 2 gear, some frontier gear. Having more modifiers on and higher modifiers unlocks more gear. And in order for us to say get this Golden War Axe, we need to have done all the modifiers in its related thing. This max Medivoltic injection, we need to do all of these here. The resting gold pieces, all of these, and the smiling luchador headgear, all of these. Some of the enemies in the episodes do have their own gear. As we progress through the episodes, let's see here, there's this train one, there is this gold mine here, and there is the town-like one. In order for us to play the next episode, we need to beat the previous episodes. And as we can see here, we won't unlock the next episodes until we beat the other ones, and some of these I do believe are locked until we reach a certain point into the actual main game story. So you just can't sit here, do all of them at once unless you have already gotten pretty far into the game. Like I said, I won't do any of that right now, but for the time being, we're just going to hit this little medi station up, make our stuff, even though we're going to be running back over to the other one. There's 2 gear assemblies here, but we're only able to use 1. It's just how it is. Let's see. Make the leg here. Still have one more leg to make. Make an arm of the rhino. We don't have enough to upgrade any of the current gear we have to level 2 yet, so let's keep on upgrading some of our other stuff, but we can't. But that's why we try to remember that we have all these consumables, which we only have one of. Laugh in my face, I guess. I'm being lazy apparently and haven't been doing enough. But we're going to run back. As you can see here, there's these locked doors. Once we progress further into the game, more of these doors will unlock, and to my knowledge, I believe they only unlock if you found the one in the corresponding area. So we found the one in Central Production B, we went through it, going back out. Hey, guess what? We're now back at Central Production B. I believe this comes with like the main game as DLC, because I do not believe you could buy it without buying the DLCs at this point through Steam. If you can, this is, you see the Frontier DLC. Gives you like pseudo fast travel. I'm going to try my best not to die. I heard the guy behind me, which was the one we got to that other twin rig from. As you see there, the enemies are also going to be trying to be mean about themselves. But we're going to reset them real quick. Talk to both of our guys here.
I'm so glad to see you, man. I ain't feeling right. Not right at all. I need my meds. Bad. It's been hours, man. I can't make it without them.
What meds do you need?
It's an implant. Called Modaxinol. I will die without it, man. Last time I went out... Well, you know what happened. Seriously, I'm in bad shape.
I'll try to find it for you.
You don't know how much I'd appreciate that. Seriously. Thanks. I know it's asking a lot. I mean, who wants to go out there, right? But please. I don't want to get sick.
How are you and Hobbs getting along?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't want to help me. Totally wrapped up in himself. I mean, if it was him who needed his meds, I mean, it's not like I'm being overdramatic here, you know?
Have to go.
Hey, don't forget about me, okay? I'm counting on you here.
We made it, buddy. Good to see ya. And don't think I forgot I owe ya. Found this. Here, take it. Might help.
You met Davy?
Oh yeah. Can't say I care for him much. Wanted me to fetch him his meds. Of course I said no. Man, was he pissed. He's crazier than I thought if he thinks I'm going out there again.
Any trouble getting here?
Nah, it was right around the corner and I kept my head down. Worst has got to be over now.
Take care, Hobbs.
You bet I will. Don't do nothing I wouldn't.
Be careful out there. Be careful out there.
Well, as you can see here, that's our... We're sort of also dealing with a little bit of like a survival situation with one of the other games that you might have played, like, I don't know, put a story-driven, like, zombie game out there. People obviously don't want to die, and they know how the situation is out there, so they don't really want to run out there. I'm going to step further away because I can still hear that sweet old music of the operations center. I would rather hear the soft hitting of that man's head onto that wall. But the other weapon we saw, if you see flames on a weapon, like say for instance you saw what somebody was using, like this Yusuke or Yusuk, again I'm sorry if I butcher words, butterfly. I'm just going to try to do this, but I will try to say all of the name for the first time. It kind of looked like the butterfly here, but it had flames on it. Try to take the weapon off that enemy. It might be something different like we saw here, the MG Sturgill. It's still a twin rig. It does less damage, than this, but we need to upgrade it once to see if it actually does or not. Matter of fact, now we can't. As we can see here, it has some elemental damage while this one does not. Has some slash damage, some crush damage. Most of the twin rigs are going to have high attack speed because it's kind of like dual daggers or like dual like short swords. If you were to think of it like that, they're going to swing fast, hit hardly, but they will do a lot of damage if given the chance, and they'll do it a whole lot and still have the stamina to back up from whatever enemy they were just swinging on. Let's see here. We could put that on. It's like the complete improvement over this, almost, except for it swinging a little slower. But I'm used to this for the time being. I will switch over to a different weapon here in a little bit. Hopefully. There is one DLC I will try to do part of the normal playthrough of this game, and that will be the Iron Mouse carnival area. I forget exactly what it's called, but it is a amazing place to go through, and it is a place that actually does kick you out or like tell you, hey, you need to come back later to complete the rest of the DLC, but there is up to a point that you should play to until then. And I think it's a good way to help get a little bit of a boost on yourself before we continue with the main game, as the main game does kind of ramp in difficulty once we get to, I believe it's R&D, and once we get to R&D, it's kind of hard to progress for some people, apparently, and I can see why if you hadn't done that Iron Mouse DLC Carnival area. So until then, I appreciate everyone watching. This is Carmine. I'm sorry that this was mainly a lot of a yapping episode, but there was a lot of information being put onto us, and the next episode hopefully will be mainly just some more moving on through this new area that we just gone through. Now, I appreciate everyone watching again. Thank you, and have a good day.